I'm going to tell you something that will surprise you, and it's not from a supplement ad or late-night TV miracle cure. A group of researchers gave men a single, simple food to eat every day for just a few weeks. No pills, no surgeries, no workouts they hated. And when the study ended, those men reported stronger desire, better performance, and more satisfying intimacy. Not in theory, in cold, measurable, scientific reality. The best part? This food costs just a few dollars and could be sitting in your pantry right now. I'm Dr. Samuel Boyd, and welcome to Senior Wellmess Journey, the place where we cut through the noise and talk about what actually works for men over 50 and 60. If you've felt that your energy isn't what it used to be, that your desire isn't as strong, or that your performance feels less reliable, I'm here to tell you it's not all in your head, and it's not just getting older. There are ways to get back much of what you think you've lost. And sometimes, those ways are surprisingly simple. Today, I'm going to show you how a handful of certain nuts, backed by peer-reviewed science, not marketing hype, can quietly transform your energy, your vitality, and yes, your performance. We'll explore exactly which ones matter, how they work inside your body, and why men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond are seeing measurable improvements from something so small you can hold it in your palm. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to put this into practice starting tonight. Here's the truth, as men age, the body changes in ways that most of us never really expect. Testosterone levels decline, blood vessels lose their elasticity, and oxidative stress begins to chip away at our cells from the inside out. This is why so many men notice a drop in stamina, slower recovery from exercise, and challenges with sexual performance. Erectile dysfunction becomes more common, not because desire disappears, but because the machinery that supports it isn't firing on all cylinders anymore. And if that wasn't enough, chronic inflammation and poor circulation quietly chip away at energy and confidence over time. Now here's where it gets interesting. The same systems that control your performance in the bedroom, blood flow, hormone balance, and nerve function, are also deeply connected to your cardiovascular health. If your heart and blood vessels are healthy, chances are your sexual health will follow. That's why dietary changes that protect the heart often improve intimacy as well. And that's where nuts come into the picture. They aren't just snacks, they are dense, natural packages of nutrients that directly support the systems that keep a man performing at his best. One of the most compelling studies on this comes from Spain, where researchers followed a group of men for 14 weeks. Half of them continued their normal diets, while the other half added about 60 grams, that's roughly 2 handfuls, of mixed nuts to what they were already eating. Those nuts included walnuts, almonds, and hazelnuts. The results were remarkable. The men who added the nuts didn't just feel better, their sexual desire increased, their orgasmic function improved, and their satisfaction scores went up significantly compared to the group that didn't change a thing. These changes weren't just subjective feelings, they were statistically significant, meaning the improvements were real and measurable. The researchers didn't find big shifts in nitric oxide levels or certain blood markers, which suggests something important: the benefits of nuts may not come from one single pathway. Instead, they likely work through a combination of better vascular function, reduced inflammation, improved antioxidant status, and possibly even subtle hormonal effects. That's the beauty of whole foods, they don't just target one system, they support the body as a whole. In my own practice, I've seen how small, consistent changes like this can make a big difference over time. Men who commit to adding nutrient-rich foods, without making it feel like a diet, often notice that their mood is more stable, their afternoon energy dips disappear, and their sleep improves. And when those foundations improve, so does sexual performance. This is not magic, this is simply giving your body the fuel it needs to function the way it was designed to. Walnuts are a standout because they're one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which are critical for reducing inflammation, improving blood flow, and supporting hormone production. Almonds bring a hefty dose of vitamin E, which protects cells from oxidative damage and supports vascular health. Hazelnuts, with their mix of healthy fats, magnesium, and antioxidants, round out the trio by helping to keep blood vessels supple and the heart strong. When you combine them, you create a nutrient synergy that supports both heart health and sexual function in a way that no single pill can match. And while they weren't part of that original Spanish study, pistachios have also been linked to improvements in erectile function. They're high in arginine, an amino acid that your body converts into nitric oxide, the very compound that relaxes blood vessels and allows for better blood flow. Better blood flow means better performance, it's that simple. Brazil nuts, though, are in a league of their own when it comes to selenium content. Just 3 to 4 Brazil nuts a day can give you all the selenium you need to support testosterone synthesis, maintain thyroid function, and protect your cells from oxidative stress. But remember, more is not better here. Too much selenium can be harmful, so keep it moderate. Beyond sexual performance, these nuts also have a positive impact on sperm health. Even if you're not looking to have children, sperm quality is an important marker of male vitality. Studies have shown that regular nut consumption can improve sperm count, motility, and shape. This is a sign that the body is producing healthy, well-functioning cells, a reflection of overall metabolic and reproductive health. For men over 50, that's an encouraging sign that the engine is still capable of running smoothly with the right fuel. The key here is not to think of nuts as a miracle cure, but as part of a daily routine that supports your overall health. About 60 grams a day, a mix of walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts, maybe some pistachios, and a few Brazil nuts, is all it takes. Choose raw or dry roasted versions without added salt or sugar, and you'll get all the benefits without the unnecessary extras. Pair them with a balanced diet, regular exercise, and proper sleep, and you'll create a foundation for vitality that no quick-fix supplement can match. It's important to set realistic expectations. If you've been dealing with low energy or performance issues for years, you won't reverse them in 48 hours. But give this habit a month, and you may start noticing subtle changes. You might wake up feeling more rested. You might have more interest in intimacy. You might find that your stamina in daily activities improves. These changes build over time, and before you know it, you're operating at a higher level than you thought possible for your age. Of course, if you have medical conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or low testosterone, you still need to work with your healthcare provider. Nuts are not a replacement for medical care, but they can complement it beautifully. I've seen men who, after combining medical treatment with dietary changes like this, were able to reduce their medication doses while feeling better than they had in years. It's about stacking small wins until they create a big result. What I love about this approach is that it's simple, affordable, and sustainable. You're not committing to an extreme diet or buying expensive supplements. You're making a small, enjoyable change that you can stick with for life. And the payoff is not just in the bedroom, it's in your heart health, your energy, your mood, and your confidence. So here's my challenge to you. Starting today, add a daily handful of mixed nuts to your routine. Make it a non-negotiable part of your day, just like brushing your teeth. Keep it consistent for at least 4 weeks. Pay attention to the small changes: better sleep, steadier energy, a lighter mood, and yes, improvements in your desire and performance. Write them down. Share them with your partner. And then tell me about it in the comments, because I want to hear your story. If you found this valuable, do 3 things for me. First, click the like button so more men can discover this simple but powerful habit. Second, subscribe to Senior Wellmess Journey and turn on notifications, because we've got more real, science-backed strategies coming that you won't want to miss. And third, share this video with a friend who could use a boost, because sometimes, the best way to help yourself is to help someone else take that first step. This is Dr. Samuel Boyd, reminding you that age is not the end of your vitality, it's simply a new chapter. With the right choices, you can keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your performance exactly where you want it to be. Here's to your health, your confidence, and the years ahead.